Good morning, children. Today we are going to start with one very basic and very essential chapter which is needed for classes from 6 onwards. It also includes in the competitive exam too. Therefore, your basic is needed to be strong. So now we are going to build our conception. Conception is the power. Therefore, let us continue the chapter. Now let us see, my dear children. So the name of the chapter today is adjective. So can you describe what is adjective? So there are a lot of discussion, there are a lot of definitions. Okay, when you have the conception, you can define it in any way you like. Number one, adjective is a part of a sentence. Adjective is a part of a sentence. So it is a sentence part. Means when a sentence will be given, suppose that this is the sentence line, and in the sentence line, what will be there? There will be the subject, there will be the verb, okay, and there will be the object or the predicate. And in the subject, there may be the noun or there may be pronoun, alright, and sometimes there may be adjective too. Followed by that, there will be verb, and then there will be object or predicate. So now, when we are talking about the object or the predicate more particularly, so we talk about the noun, and before the noun something comes, and that becomes the adjective. And many time we will see that the exception to the rule also. Then our understanding will be clear, where we will see that the adjective does not only precede, does not only come before the noun, it comes sometime in the beginning of the sentence too. Now my dear children, now let us remember. So आपने class 5 में जो पढ़े थे, so आप 5 में part of speech पढ़े थे. Part of speech का अगर आपका conception clear है, then your understanding of the language content will be very clear. Suppose when you are reading a particular article, a particular prose, novel, drama, or whatever it is, the newspaper rather, then if you do not have the full conception of the part of the speech, then every time you will be in trouble. You will have to have the full conception of it. Now see, the part of speech is divided into how many pairs? So there are 8 parts of speech. So there are noun, there are verb, pronoun, adverb, adjective, preposition, conjunction, interjection. Therefore, these are the part. Now today we are going to talk about this adjective. Hai? So in the chronological way, so we have this division, like the first one is noun, second one is adjective, next one is verb, next one is adverb, next one is preposition, then there is conjunction, there is interjection. Now let us see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. Adverb. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Interjection, conjunction, preposition, adjective, adverb. So noun, adjective, verb, adverb, preposition, conjunction, interjection. That means there are 8 parts. Now my dear children, so in this 8 part, so today we are going to talk about the adjective. So adjective का जो simple definition है, वो definition है कि this is the defining what? This is the defining what? है ना? तो adjective का simple मतलब definition है, simple definition of the adjective is it defines. है ना? ये define करते हैं. किसको define करते हैं ये नाउन को डिफाइन करते हैं. नाउन के बारे में क्या बोलते हैं? कभी कभी क्वांटिटी बोलते हैं, कभी कभी क्वालिटी बोलते हैं. ओके, तो समथिंग, some qualities, some quantity or some attributes of the noun is described, and therefore it is called the adjective. Now let us go. So the noun as a noun is a naming word. In the similar manner, adjective is a defining word, and it can have different forms. ठीक है, तो इसका फॉर्म मतलब क्या होता है? ये एडजेक्टिव फ्रेज हो सकते हैं, एडजेक्टिव क्लॉज हो सकते हैं, एंड देन देयर में बी कंपाउंड एडजेक्टिव. कंपाउंड एडजेक्टिव, कंपाउंड एडजेक्टिव का भी दो प्रकार है, एक है क्यूमुलेटिव एडजेक्टिव और एक है कोऑर्डिनेटिव एडजेक्टिव, है ना. तो अगर हमको ये सारी बात क्लियर हो जाएगा, then we can understand what adjective is. We can place and identify the adjective in the sentence, and we can use fruitfully where to put the comma in between the adjective. It will be very clear, and then we will also be understanding the order of the adjective. Suppose एक सेंटेंस हुआ, एक सेंटेंस में दो तीन एडजेक्टिव एक इकट्ठा आया, उसमें कॉमा देना चाहिए नहीं देना चाहिए, तो वो आएगा. देन देयर विल बी द क्वेश्चन ऑफ whether it is the cumulative adjective or it is the coordinative adjective. Therefore, now let us see. So we will be going to the quiz now. First we will test ourselves whether we are very much familiar with the adjective or not, and after that we will be telling about the rules, and then again we will be going to the exercise, the CBSE exercise for the adjective which are also asked in the competitive exams. Therefore, let us go for the quiz now. See the question here. From the choices provided after each sentence, select a word or a phrase that would correctly complete the sentence. Submit the form using the submit application button at the end of the exercise. So this is the quiz now. Now let us go for the quiz. So you can have a lot of exercise of this grammar, particularly the adjective too, from the internet. So let us see the questions. Number 1. Those are probably the dash curtains in the stool. Number 1, fanciest. Number 2, fanciest. Number 3, most fanciest. तो इधर देखिए इसमें क्या होता है. see, so when you go for the exercise, then the rules will come to your memory. The rule will come in front of you. So here you see most fanciest, ये हो नहीं सकता. fanciest तो क्या है, this is the superlative. और superlative किसका होता है, जो डिग्री होता है. डिग्री मतलब किसका होता है, डिग्री होता है एडजेक्टिव का. तो ये भी हम डिस्कस करेंगे कि एडजेक्टिव का डिग्री कैसा होता है ना. और एडजेक्टिव जो है वो डिटरमाइनर आर ऑल्सो समटाइम्स कॉल्ड द एडजेक्टिव. ठीक है. तो देयरफॉर यू सी फैंसी, फैंसियर, फैंसीएस्ट. सो ये फैंसी से आया, FANCY फैंसी, FANCIER fancier, means ER is added in the comparative degree. Degree number 2, this is degree number 1, and the degree number 3 will be the superlative, and then that will be FANCIEST. That means a superlative degree EST is normally used. Let's see the next one. Question number 2. Uncle Kerr is a really dash man. An old sweet man, a sweet man, a sweet old man. इधर देखिए, इधर जो है ना दो एडजेक्टिव एक साथ आया. ये स्वीट ओल्ड, ये ओल्ड भी एडजेक्टिव है और ये स्वीट भी एडजेक्टिव है ना. सो दिस एक्चुअली टॉक्स अबाउट व्हाट, द क्वालिटी. दिस एक्चुअली टॉक्स अबाउट व्हाट, दिस टॉक्स अबाउट द एज. देयरफॉर एज कम आफ्टर द क्वालिटी, and therefore your answer here will be Uncle Carl is really a sweet old man. Alright, then let us see the next one. Question number 3. Let us go. The Carmen Gia used to be dash sports car. तो इधर देखते हैं आंसर का ऑप्शन है, 3 ऑप्शन है. फाइन जर्मन, जर्मन फाइन, फाइन कामा जर्मन. इसमें देखिए, so this actually talks about what? This talks about the sports car, and here you will see fine German. This is a cumulative, है ना, ये cumulative है. तो ये cumulative मतलब क्या है? This actually together together talks about what? Talks about the quality of the sports car, है ना. ये इकट्ठा मतलब क्या मतलब करते हैं? This together it talks about the sports car. It is fine also and it's made from German also. Therefore, as it is cumulatively talking about the sports car, there will be no comma in between the two. समझ गए? तो अभी आगे बढ़ते हैं. Next number 4. Everyone was home for the holidays. What could make for this Christmas than that? तो अभी देखिए, तो क्रिसमस तो होता है, क्या होता है? मेरी होता है. और जब कंपेरिजन होगा तब मेरियर होगा, और जब मतलब सबसे अच्छा होगा तब क्या होगा? मेरियस्ट होगा. तो अभी देखिए, एवरीवन वाज होम फॉर द हॉलीडेज. व्हाट कुड मेक फॉर dash Christmas then that. Now this then is there. So when then is there, when the word then is there, then there will be comparison between the two. Suppose you are talking, I am taller than you. तो ये क्या होता है? मतलब कि this is the comparative degree. तो comparative degree में ये then आता है ना. कभी कभी हम by mistake मतलब then भी लगाते हैं, वो गलत होगा. Therefore ये दोनों का भी इसमें है, तो ये इसमें क्या आएगा? पॉजिटिव डिग्री नहीं, कंपैरेटिव डिग्री आएगा. तब ये क्या होगा? एवरीवन इज होम फॉर द हॉलीडेज. व्हाट कुड मेक फॉर ए मेरियर क्रिसमस देन दैट. आगे बढ़ते हैं. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन नंबर 6. नंबर 5. दे ग्रू अप इन डैश हाउस इन मैक्सिको सिटी. अभी देखते हैं, ये जो मैक्सिको सिटी है, दिस मैक्सिको सिटी इज द नाउन. उसका पहले एडजेक्टिव आएगा. तो अभी एक कैसा एडजेक्टिव आएगा? देखिए, ए कंफर्टेबल कमा लिटिल, ए लिटिल कंफर्टेबल, ए कंफर्टेबल लिटिल. देखिए इसमें क्या होगा? वो पहले जैसे हम मतलब बात करते थे क्यूमुलेटिव, है ना. दो मतलब दो टू टाइप ऑफ कंपाउंड एडजेक्टिव्स वर देयर. वन वाज क्यूमुलेटिव, CUMULATIV, cumulative, and then the other one was coordinate. तो इधर मतलब कोऑर्डिनेट नहीं है, ये दोनों मतलब मिलके हैं कंफर्टेबल एंड लिटिल. लिटिल मतलब ये साइज का बात कर रहे हैं, और जो कंफर्टेबल है मतलब ये स्टेटस का बात कर रहे हैं, है ना. द स्टेट और द स्टेटस, and therefore the comfortable will come first, and in between this two there will be no comma. I suppose you got it. All right, then let us go to the next question. Question number 6. Let us continue. Question number 6. Die Hard is the dash movie I've ever seen. तो अभी देखिए, ये दा दिया हुआ है. दा देने के बाद मतलब क्या होगा? सुपरलेटिव डिग्री होगा. तो ये एक्साइटिंग मतलब है, तो एक्साइटिंग ठीक ठाक है. मोस्ट दे देने से सुपरलेटिव हो जाएगा, क्योंकि दिस इज द सुपरलेटिव फॉर्म. ओके, द सुपरलेटिव फॉर्म. Number 7. Let's come to number 7. The Shonda wanted to take a course with best professor. तो इसमें देखते हैं that interesting new Japanese economics professor. That Japanese interesting new, ये भी मतलब क्या है? This also the cumulative type of the adjective, and therefore there will be no comma, and the interesting will come first, and then the continue will come next, subject will come or follow them. Therefore the first option, that interesting to new Japanese economics professor is the correct answer. Let us go to the next one. Of all the mechanics into the shop, ZG is surely. देखिए, of all मतलब इधर क्या होगा? Of all मतलब इधर सुपरलेटिव डिग्री होगा. The less competent, है ना. तो लेस तो नहीं हो सकते, दा मतलब आया तो सुपरलेटिव होगा. तो सिंपल है कि मतलब दा आया, लेस, लिस्ट. तो ये हुआ द लिस्ट कंपिटेंट, है ना. द कंपिटेंटेंस ये ऐसा कुछ फॉर्म नहीं है. तो therefore the form option second is correct. Now let us see the next one. Let us go for the next one. In the fall, the valley tend to be dash then the tough. तो इधर देखिए, इधर भी कंपैरिजन है. कंपैरिजन होने से मतलब क्या होगा? कंपैरेटिव डिग्री होगा. कंपैरेटिव डिग्री होने से क्या होता है? foggier. foggier मतलब कि किस लिए हुआ? इधर मतलब एक वन सिलेबिक के है. This ending with the G is the consonant, and therefore when you are making the comparative degree, then the G or the consonant or the last consonant will be double. ER will be added in order to make it the comparative degree. Let us come to the last one, last quiz. My cold is definitely dash this morning. तो अभी देखिए इधर भी कुछ कंपैरिजन दिया गया है ना. तो ये ओर्स मतलब कहाँ से आया? This is the irregular form. This is the irregular form of the degree, है ना. This is coming from that. From that, the second one will be ors, and the third one will be orst. Therefore, my cold is definitely dash this morning, means it is compared to the other morning. Therefore, it will be the second degree, that is the comparative degree. So it will be ors. Answer will be ors will be correct. So now, my dear children, so let us come back to the definition once again. Then our understanding of the same will be very clear. So here you see the definition of adjective. Adjective tells the kind of the noun. देखिए कितना सुंदर है ना. Adjective tells the kind of the noun, means the adjective defines the noun, है ना. Suppose Ram is a good boy. Okay, Ram is a good boy. ये boy हुआ मतलब noun. उसका पहले मतलब क्या आया? Good आया. Good is telling something about a boy. Therefore, it is adjective. Therefore, adjective tells something. ये adjective जो है ये क्या करते हैं? ये noun का बारे में कुछ बोलते हैं. तो इसीलिए इसको क्या बोलते हैं? ये इसको मतलब क्या बोलते हैं? It defines the noun. देखिए, great, small, pretty, white, brown. तो this great is the size, है ना. Great and small, pretty is the quality, kala. Therefore, the kind of the adjective. Now let us go for the kind of the adjective. Attributive adjective. Some attributes or the quality is given. Suppose हम पेयर का बारे में बात करते हैं. पेयर, तो प्यार क्या होता है? ज्यादातर मतलब जोशी होता है ना. There is a lot of juice. Therefore, it is juicy. Therefore, this juicy is coming before the noun, and this is the adjective, and this actually attributes something to the pair, and therefore it is attributive adjective. Predicative adjective. ये देखिए, Tina is angry. This Tina is the noun. और Tina का मतलब जो predicate है, तो that is angry, and it tells this actually what? This angry is the state of the mind, and this is related to Tina, and this is adjective, and it tells about some predicate. Okay, it tells about the predicate, and therefore it is a predicative adjective. Post predicative adjective, something scary. Okay, something scary. तो ये मतलब क्या होता है? ये माने नाउन का बाद में आता है, तो इसीलिए उसको क्या बोला जाता है? पोस्ट पॉजिटिव एडजेक्टिव. आगे बढ़ते हैं. Some fabulous adjective. Now you see, so from here you can get to know a lot of things, and you can remember, and you will have the power to describe a thing. Now let us see some of the adjectives actually are related to the appearance. Others are related to the personality, positive personality, and the other one is the negative personality, and the next one is the size. So अभी देखते हैं. Appearance, attractive appearance. He is an agreeable personality, positive. Angry, negative. Size, big. So in the similar manner, you see the next one. Appearance, very clean. Person, delightful, positive. Person, embarrassed. What to do, what not to do, negative. So the size, great man, great. Therefore, so in this way, my dear children, so you can go for the adjective. Say for example, now we are talking about this word handsome. handsome, he is a handsome boy. Handsome is the appearance, the handsome will be the adjective. Obedient, he is an obedient child, positive. Obnoxious means a hateful boy, because his behavior is not good, obnoxious. So yeah, this is a bunny, this also the related to the size. Now let us continue, go for the next. Now my dear children, we will be talking about and we will be making comparison between the article or the determiners and the adjectives. So what are the similarities? What are the similarities between the adjectives and the determiners? Now let us go for it. Let us see. Say for example, the tall professor. The tall professor. We are talking about the tall professor. This professor is the noun, and the tall is the size. It is the defining word. It is coming before it, and therefore it is the adjective. Now let us see. So the articles, there are three articles, a and the, and all these articles are adjectives. Why? Because when I am talking about I want a pen, So you see, this is the noun, and before the noun, a is coming, a is taking, or a is fixing pen. Means how many pens are needed? Number. It is talking about the number. Therefore, this a is the defining word, or it is the defining part of speech. Therefore, it is the adjective. Therefore, we can tell now that the articles are also adjectives. So let us go for this theory once again. Let us go for it. So let us continue. The adjectives are words that describes or modify another person or thing in the sentence. The article a and an, the are adjectives. The tall professor, the lugubrious lieutenant. Therefore, this the here is the adjective. It's adjective. Tall also it's adjective. Both of the adjectives are coming, and it is becoming the cumulative adjective. And this one is the definite article. They will come together, and there will be no comma in between them. So let us see here. A month's pay means the pay of a month. So you see, months pay is the noun. Months, it is okay. Actually defining the kind of the pay. This is the adjective, and these are talking about the quantity, and therefore these both of them come together, and both of them are adjective. Let us go for the next. Here we continue. So my dear children, so you will remember there is the clause and the phrase. The clause in the compound sentence, there is coordinate clause, and in the complex sentence there is the principal clause and the subordinate clause. तो इधर भी हम बात करेंगे, वो clause का बात करेंगे, and now we will be talking about some group of the words that acts like the adjective and that are clause, and they are therefore called the adjective clause. तो अभी देखते हैं. If a group of a word containing a subject and verb act as an adjective, is called an adjective clause. My sister, who is much older than I am, is an engineer. Now see, the sentence. Full sentence is my sister, who is much older than I am, is an engineer. No, now my sister is an engineer. Okay, my sister is an engineer who is much older than I am. So this one is the subordinating clause, and this subordinating clause, this part actually is related to whom? This part is related to the sister. Sister is the noun, and this part is coming after the noun. Now, after the noun, and it is actually defining the sister. Defining the sister about what? About the age. Therefore, this is called the adjective clause. तो अभी देखते हैं adjective phrase क्या होता है. If an adjective clause is stripped of its adjective and verb, the resulting modifier becomes an adjective phrase. देखिए कितना इंटरेस्टिंग है. तो ये जो हमारा मतलब सेंटेंस था, ये पहले का सेंटेंस था माई सिस्टर हु इज मच ओल्डर देन आई एम इज एन इंजीनियर। तो इसमें से हम क्या करेंगे, इसमें से जो सब्जेक्ट है और वर्ब है उसको हम हटा देंगे। तो सब्जेक्ट क्या था, ये जो हमारा क्लोज था, ये हमारा क्या था, क्लोज था। इसमें से हम सब्जेक्ट को हटा देते हैं, है ना, सब्जेक्ट हु, वर्ब इज, दोनों को हटा देते हैं। बाकी जो रहेगा much older than I am, my sister much older than I am is an engineer। तब ये क्या होगा, much older than I am, this is the phrase and this is related to the noun my sister and therefore it is the adjective phrase। I suppose you understood it। Now let us go to the next। तो अभी हम धीरे धीरे आते हैं degrees of adjective। degrees of adjective, adjective can express the degrees of modification। Suppose Galdis is a rich woman, but Joshi is richer than Galdis, and Sadie is the richest woman in town। Therefore, how many degrees are there? There are 3 degrees, of course. One is a positive, positive, positive. The second one is comparative, comparative, comparative. The next one is superlative, superlative, okay, superlative degree। Therefore, you know the formula। So, in the comparative degree, what will be there? There will be this suffix named as year, and in the superlative degree, the suffix will be est, and in this way, by adding year to the positive degree, we can form the comparative degree, and by adding est, we can form the superlative degree। Now let us go to the examples. Let us see the example now। So these are the regular degrees: rich, richer, richest, rich, richer, richest। So this is the adjective and this is the positive degree, the first one. Second one, er is added, the suffix er is added in order to make it comparative. Suffix est is added in order to make it the superlative degree। In the similar manner, beautiful, beautiful you cannot tell beautifuler, you cannot tell beautifulest, वो गलत होगा। तो हम क्या लिखेंगे, more beautiful and most beautiful, है ना, means it is coming from much, much more, most, that means much is not added here, so it is understood more will be there in the comparative and most will be there in the superlative degree। So now let us come to the irregular form of the degree। Certain degrees are irregular, certain adjectives have regular form into the comparative and the superlative degrees। Let us go for it, let us see the example, let us see the example, and this is needed to be remembered, otherwise you will be misled। Far, farther, furthest, much, more, most, ये आपको जानना जरूरी है। Many, more, most, some, more, most, little, less, least, bad, worse, worst, good, better, best। So now we will be talking about the royal order of adjective, where the adjective comes, what is the position of the adjective। Let us see। So the determiner will come first, then there will be the observation, then there will be the physical description, then there will be the origin, then there will be material, then there will be qualifier, then finally there will be noun, okay, which is modified। Let us see now, let us see one example and then it will be very clear। Let us go for it, let us go for the example। Now a beautiful old Italian touring car, ये था टोटल डिस्क्रिप्शन। देखिए ये कार है, दिस इज द नाउन, दिस इज द नाउन, और इसके सामने देखिए बहुत सारे एडजेक्टिव हैं। टूरिंग, ये टूर से आया, उसके बाद आईएनजी ऐड हुआ, ये पार्टिसिपल हुआ, है ना, पार्टिसिपल होके एडजेक्टिव जैसा काम कर रहे हैं। सो नाउ इटालियन coming from Italy, then become Italian, means it is the name of the country or the origin। Old, okay, it is talking about the age, there is no shape or the size here, And observation, what is the observation? Beautiful. Then the determiner, what comes, okay, first. Therefore, in a sentence, my dear children, when you are sitting for this competitive exam, okay, तो आपको देखना होगा कि आगे ऐसा कुछ सेंटेंस आता है जिसमें बहुत सारे एडजेक्टिव होगा, तो एडजेक्टिव आप कैसे लिखेंगे? ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ दिस टेबल यू विल हैव टू रिमेंबर. आप कैसे रिमेंबर करेंगे? DOPOMQ. तो अभी ऐसा होगा DOPOMQ, है ना? Dopomco. So in this way you can remember, means D for determiner, O for observation, and P for physical description, O for the origin, M for the material, and Q for the qualifier. So in this way, my dear children, you can remember the position of the adjective, which one will come where. Now let us see the next one. So we are talking about a mirror. Mirror is the noun here. Now let us see the description of the mirror. An expensive, antique, silver mirror. देखिए, तो N हो गया determiner. Observation में expensive हुआ. Then age is antique. Antique means old. And then the material that is made of is silver. And then finally the mirror. So before this mirror, in this sequence, the adjective will come. So my dear children, I suppose you understood it. Now let us go to the next. Now we will be talking about two rules here. So capitalization of the proper adjective. So what are the proper adjective? Proper adjectives are those adjectives that are made from the proper noun. Proper noun means when it talks about a particular person, particular name of the country, name of the scientist, okay, or the name of the famous person. From there, when you are making the adjective, तो उसको क्या बोलते हैं? Proper noun से जो हम adjective बनाते हैं उसको बोलते हैं proper adjective. और proper adjective में क्या करना है? जैसे कि proper noun में capital होता है, in the similar manner, proper adjective also is capitalized. Have you got it, my dear children? I suppose you have got it. Now, suppose Christian music. So this okay, Christian. This is the proper adjective, and therefore C will be capital. Okay. French fries, French fries. So this is coming from France. This is the name of the country. From there, it become French. This is the name of maybe the name of the language, and this is the adjective form French. Therefore, F will be capital here. If you write F small, that will be mistake. So in the similar manner, the English Parliament. Okay, means the word English, E will be capital. So I suppose you understood it. Now, in order to tell the collective adjective, what we need to do, let us see, let us follow. When the definite article the is combined with an adjective describing a class or a group of people, the resulting phrase can act as a noun. तभी देखते हैं. The rural poor have been ignored by the media. तो ये अक्सर होता है. गरीब जो आदमी है वो आदमी को मतलब मीडिया में नहीं दिखाए जाते हैं. तो अभी देखते हैं. ये poor मतलब क्या था? ये poor था मतलब क्या? He is a poor man. ये क्या था? ये एडजेक्टिव था. तो अभी देखिए, जब हम ग्रुप का बात करेंगे, है ना, दा देने के बाद ये क्या होता है? क्लास, है ना. It talks about the class of the poor people, means all the poor people, generalizing of the poor people. तो वो क्या होता है? So when da comes and it combines with the adjective describing a class or a group of people, the resulting phrase that occurs, it becomes or works like the noun. समझ गए? This works like the noun. Therefore, the rural poor, this is the noun, and it talks about all the poor people living in the village who have been ignored by the media. So in the similar manner, the rich of the Connecticut are responsible. The elderly are beginning to demand their rights. The young at heart are always a joy to be around. Therefore, let us continue. So this one is important, my dear children, a adjective. तो ये देखिएगा, तो आपका ये जो बेस आपका होगा अभी, ये बेस से आपको है ना कई दुविधा नहीं होगा. ऐसा वर्ड जब अक्सर आपको मिलेगा तब आपको कभी कंफ्यूजन दुविधा नहीं रहेगा, क्योंकि यू नो द रूल्स, है ना. नॉलेज इज पावर. लेट अस सी द मोस्ट कॉमन ऑफ द सो कॉल्ड adjectives are ablaze, afloat, afraid, aghast, alert, alike, alive, alone, aloof, ashamed, asleep, averse, awoke, aware. This adjective will primarily show up as a predicate adjective, that is, they come after a linking verb. अभी देखिए, the children are ashamed. The children are ashamed. ये जो है ना लिंकिंग वर्ब क्या है? लिंकिंग वर्ब मतलब वेयर है. वेयर के बाद मतलब क्या आता है? ये एडजेक्टिव आते हैं, है ना. तो these are the adjectives. A adjective. Let us see. Occasionally, however, you will find a adjective before the word they modify. The alert patient, the aloof physician, most of them when found before the word they modify, they are themselves modified. The nearly awake student, the terribly alone scholar. Okay. Therefore, let us continue. Now, my dear children, so we'll be observing and making the practice of some of the exercise here. So this will be the kind of the summary for us. So for example, Apurva is an intelligent boy. So we are asking now that the question, when we are asking the question, it will be very clear what kind of a boy Apurva is. So we are talking about the boy. Now when we are asking the question, what kind of a boy, that means it is intelligent. Intelligent is the adjective. So in the similar manner, I have 5 books. So now what is adjective here? 5 is the adjective here, because it is coming before books and it is telling about what? Number. So when you are asking the question how many books, then 5 will be the answer. This 5 will be the adjective. Means it will be the adjective of number. So on this basis we can divide the adjective. Alright. Now look at this following sentence. The boy is hardworking. The boy is hardworking. Here you will see the position of the adjective is changed, है ना. So हम ऐसा भी लिख सकते हैं हार्ड वर्किंग बॉय, है ना, हार्ड वर्किंग बॉय. तो इसमें ना आप ऐसा नहीं करना है कि हाँ हार्ड अलग होगा वर्किंग अलग होगा, ये गलत होगा, क्योंकि ये कंपाउंड वर्ड हुआ, है ना, कंपाउंड वर्ड है. और ए मतलब क्या होता है, अगर मतलब है ना, I've seen a hard working boy, I've seen an hard working boy in John, तब क्या होगा, ये डायरेक्टली मतलब क्या होगा, एडजेक्टिव होगा, क्योंकि इट डिस्क्राइब्स द बॉय. देयरफॉर इट इज एडजेक्टिव. इधर भी मतलब सेम है. सो नाउ इवन दो इट इज कमिंग आफ्टर द नाउन, it is describing about the boy. Therefore this is the adjective. Let us continue to sum up now. Let us see the adjectives are 3 types. Number 1, adjective of quantity, adjective of quality, adjective of quality, adjective of quantity and adjective of number. और adjective of number जो है उसको न्यूमरल एडजेक्टिव भी बोला जाते हैं. और एक एक एग्जाम्पल हम देखते हैं तब हमारा कंसेप्ट फुली क्लियर हो जाएगा. कलकत्ता इज अ बिग सिटी, है ना, कलकत्ता इज अ बिग सिटी. सो इट इज द एडजेक्टिव ऑफ क्वालिटी. So that the word big actually talks about the quality. The book is of English language, means it talks about what, it talks about something about the language. So it is English. That means it is related to the quality. Now let us see that the next one, adjective of quantity. It shows that the quantity of the noun it describes. He has some sayings. Okay, Sense is the noun. Some is the quantity. Therefore, this is the adjective of quantity. Adjective of number. It gives the number of person or things. Few people can remain hungry. Few people can remain hungry. तो अभी देखिए people मतलब noun हुआ, few is the number. It actually tells or fixes the number. Therefore, this is the adjective, and as it tells about the number, therefore this is adjective of number. Now we will go for one exercise and we will conclude our session today. So let us go for it. So let us go for this exercise. There are 10 words given in the box and there are 10 sentences. Place these words in those sentences. The word should be used as adjective. तभी देखते हैं. So in the box you will see that the words are heavy, few, several, neither, every, leave, okay, that, tall, fine, long. तभी देखते हैं. Question number 1. There are dash was in the field. There are dash was. तो ये क्या होगा? या अभी हम देखते हैं ये several भी हो सकते हैं, few भी हो सकते हैं. तो अभी हम ना दूसरा में जाते हैं. I like a what pen will be there? I like a tall pen नहीं हो सकता है, neither भी नहीं हो सकता, fine है ना. Fine pen means it talks about the quality. Therefore, we'll be coming to the first because there is a little confusion, and how this confusion is to be removed, that also we will see. Number 3, it is a tree. Tree कैसा हो सकता है? Tree मतलब कैसा हो सकता है? Tall हो सकता है. Tall tree, correct. Number 4, the sheep sustained dash damage. So it will be कैसा damage? कैसा damage होगा? Heavy damage, correct. Next one, it is the book dash you gave me, dash you gave me, that you gave me. Therefore, this is a dash wire. So this is live wire. Live wire means electricity is passing through it. Live, it will be pronounced as live. Okay. Next one, she has dash hair. What sort of hair? It is not tall but it is long. Okay. I have read dash book. Dash a book. क्या होगा? Every book. Okay. Number 10, she is dash Mohini nor Sheila, means it will be both are negative, therefore neither will be there. So my dear children, the first one certainly will be several. There are several boys in the field. Several boys in the field. So my dear children, so I suppose you understood the lesson very well, and in future, so you can make a extensive practice. You can make an extensive practice of the adjective in the form of the quiz from the internet, and then you will be very expert, I hope. With this, let me conclude. Thanks to all.